All right, welcome back everybody to a brand new video here on the second channel. Today we got some more new cards revealed over the past week or so that I've compiled in today's video, including the brand new Arven's cards. So we're going to see if the new Arven's cards are any good at all. These new cards are all going to be in the Heatwave Arena or our Destined Rival set in May. So all these cards will be in our May set, and I'm excited to look at them. We got some more Ethan's cards. Again, we got the new Arven's cards. I'm excited to see if those cards actually are going to be good. And then we got some other new cards to look at here. A lot of them got revealed in the past week. So yeah, I've just put them all in one little video here to take a look at. And of course, I'll leave a link to PokeBeach down below if you want to go check out any of the cards for yourself. And if you're new here to the second channel, make sure to subscribe down below. We're on the road to 22,000 subs. And leave a like if you enjoy. Let me know what you think of these cards down in the comment section below. All right, starting things off, we do have this new Ethan's Pinsir and Ethan's Sudowoodo. So Ethan's Pinsir does have the attack 1 point return for 3 colorless energy. Does 70 damage. If any of your Ethan's Pokemon are knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon during their last turn, this attack does 100 more damage. So you get to do 170 damage with the Ethan's Pinsir. The nice thing about this is this attack is going to one-hit KO a Charizard EX. Now, I will say you can power up this Pinsir with Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh allows you to put Fire Energy onto your Ethan's Pokemon. You're not limited to just Fire-type Ethan's Pokemon. You can use Ho-Oh actually to build a Pinsir, which is nice. So, you know, by the time this set comes out and Charizard is still a top-tier deck that's very popular on the ladder, it wouldn't hurt to have a Grass-type 1-prizer that can one-shot the Charizard EX, which is kind of neat. So definitely not a bad card just because it can be powered up pretty easily with Ho-Oh. You can just use Ho-Oh's ability and then attach for turn, build up the Pinsir, and then one-hit KO the Charizard EX, dealing with it pretty efficiently. Again, we'll have to see if Charizard is going to continue to be a threat in this format. Because its stocks have dropped a little bit, but if it is, Pinsir is going to be a nice inclusion within the Ethan's deck. We have an Ethan Sudowoodo 2. It's got 2 attacks. It's got Impound, does 20 damage, and then it retreat locks your opponent. And then you have Attempt Mimicry, which for 2 colorless energy, you flip a coin of heads, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks, and use it as this attack. Not a bad attack. I mean, that's Mew EX's attack on a coin flip, but for 2 energy. So you can obviously build up Sudowoodo very easily with Ho-Oh's ability. The problem is Ethan Sudowoodo is on a coin flip. That kind of sucks. I don't know. I mean, hopefully we do. We get a coin flip, reflip card in this new set. I've been asking for one for a while. Ever since Glimwood Tangle rotated, I've been saying we need another coin flip, reflip card in the format. And I would love one because Ethan Sudowoodo would actually be kind of a cool inclusion. Of course, you can build it up very easily with Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh literally just powers up the attack right away. So, yeah, it's not terrible. But again, being on a coin flip kind of sucks. It is a fighting type, so you can hit for weakness against other lightning Pokemon. You could literally amp an Iron Hands EX and take a 3-prize KO out of nowhere, which is pretty funny, so that's kind of cool. So Sudowoodo can be funny versus Iron Hands. Again, it sucks they had to put it on a coin flip, though. It's a little unfortunate, but could be cute nonetheless. So yeah, Pinsir, Sudowoodo, not terrible cards. Pinsir's definitely the more playable of the two. All right, today we got a new Rapidash and Ponyta revealed, including like a special art Rapidash. Rapidash isn't doing anything special, just has an ability where you get to draw a card. That's it. Nothing too crazy. It's like worse Goldengo, basically. But we did get a bunch of Ogerpons here that got revealed. 1-prize Ogerpon. So we have Teal Mask Ogerpon. We got a second one of these. Got the attack Grass Dance. Search check for a base grass energy attached to one of your Pokemon. Then you have Ogre Hammer that does 120 damage. And then during your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Ogre Hammer. It's okay. I think, honestly, the other Ogerpon might be better. There's another Teal Mask Ogerpon in the format that genuinely might be better. So that just might be the better one. We have a new Hearthflame Ogerpon. I don't think we have a 1-prize Hearthflame yet. It's got the same attack. You can get a Fire Energy out of your deck, but then it has the attack Searing Flame that's 80, and then burns your opponent's active Pokemon. Pretty mediocre. Not sure a deck like Armor Rouge would play this, unfortunately. Then we have a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon with the attack Bubble Drain. There's 100 damage, and then you heal 30 from it. So, once again, nothing too special there. Kind of underwhelmed by these Ogerpons. Hopefully the Cornerstone is any good. Well, it does have the attack Mountain Raimi that does 100 damage and then discards the top card of their opponent's deck. Unfortunately, I don't see that being very good either. So it looks like these new 1-prize Ogerpons we're going to be getting are pretty bad. Not very good whatsoever. It's kind of a shame because they could have done a lot more with the Wellspring and the Cornerstone, considering these two are like pretty unique Ogerpons. And then, of course, Teal Mask obviously being the best. Hearthflame getting left in the dust. But unfortunately, these 1-prizers aren't very good. We have a new Rotom here, which has the 2 attacks, actually. It's got Astonish, 20 damage. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. They reveal it, put it in their deck. The main attack I think you're going to want to use with Rotom is the attack Gadget Show for 2 colorless energy. Does 30 damage. The attack does 30 more damage for each Pokemon tool on all of your Pokemon. So it's another tool drop attacker. It's very similar to the Pachirisu from Brilliant Stars? Yeah, Brilliant Stars. Now, that Pachirisu will be rotated by the time this card releases, so Rotom can come in and replace it. Unfortunately, Rotom is technically worse than Pachirisu because it's got 10 less HP. Also, Double Turbo does rotate, so you can't really build it up very easily. You can maybe play this with, like, Electric Generator to power it up, I guess. That's one way to do it. You can play like EXP Share, Electric Generator. There is an Ace Spec that does go with these tool drop style decks, right? That Treasure Gadget Ace Spec card, I guess, could be decent with Rotom, but other than that, really nothing to write home about. But yeah, it's like not the worst card ever. And then we got a new Zeraora here with the attack Thunder Blitz for 3 light energy. Discard all energy from this Pokemon in this attack. Does 100 or 210 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon EX. That's a really strong attack. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to hit Terra Pokemon, so again, we're not going to be able to knock out stuff like the Wellspring and the Teal Mask Ogerpons and the Pikachu EXs breaking the ability. Unfortunately, we're just only hitting the other things, but we are knocking out Pheasantipity in one hit, which is very important. We are knocking out Mew EX, Squawkabilly, stuff like that, Latias EX. Pretty decent targets for Thunder Blitz. It does require 3 lightning, though, so you do have to find a way to build it up. I guess you could play it with Magneton, or you can play it with Generator in general to build it up. It's not an Iono Pokemon, so you can't build it up with Iono's Belly Bolt, and obviously there's like no Thornton shenanigans in the format, but it's not the worst card ever. It's just the attack's pretty good. I mean, that's a really powerful snipe attack, which is nice. You have to discard all the energy, so you do have to get rid of all the energy on it, leaving it naked with no energy on it, but really not the worst snipe attack. 210 damage is a lot of damage. You are killing all of these support Pokemon, which is pretty important, right? So definitely not a bad card at all. We'll have to see if anyone can find a way to like fit this in a deck. Again, a deck that uses Magneton probably is the best application for making the Zeraora work, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. Anyways, finally, we got the new Arven's cards to take a look at here. So we haven't revealed them yet, but now we got to look at them here. So we got Arven's Mavistiff and Arven's Mavistiff EX, which has 270 HP. It's a Stage 1 Dark Pokemon. It's got 2 attacks. First attack, Hustle Tackle for 1 colorless energy, does 30 damage. If this Pokemon has no damage counters on it, you get to do 150 damage. So 150 for 1 energy is not terrible. The problem is you have to have no damage on your Mavistiff. So you have to play this in some kind of like heal deck, I guess. You could use this with Turo scenario. You could like Mavistiff, attack for 150, takes a hit. You can Turo it. I guess there is some application for that, but I'm not sure that's going to be very good. Then you have the attack Boss's Headbutt for 3 colorless energy, does 210 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Boss's Headbutt. I mean, you do have a decent other attack that can do some damage. You are a Dark type, but of course something like Dark Patch is rotating. I mean, really the best way to play this would be like Turo. Honestly, I think this card is like a worse Oinkologne EX. Like, the way I'm looking at it, it might just be a bit of a worse Oinkologne. The benefit is it is a Dark type, so you get like a type advantage in some situations, but I don't even know if there's many like Dark weak Pokemon that'll be relevant in rotation at the moment, especially when this set comes out. So I'm not sold on this card yet, but we do have a couple other Arven's cards. We have Arven's Scovet with Gnaw Through, does 10 damage. Before doing damage, discard all tools from your opponent's active Pokemon. Nothing too crazy. There is, of course, Arven's Greeted, though, to go with the Scovet. It's got the ability Greedy Order. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, during your turn, you may put up the 2 Arven Sandwich cards from this card pile into your hand. So there's a new item we're going to be looking at here in just a sec that does have some synergy with the Mavistiff. And if you want to play the Mavistiff's first attack over and over again, Greeded can definitely help you get there because you get the Arven's Sandwich back. Because, of course, we got a new tool card, or item card, sorry, Arven's Sandwich here. Pretty hilarious artwork. Heal 3 damage from your active Pokemon. If that Pokemon happens to be an Arven's Pokemon, heal 100 damage from it. I mean, that's a lot of healing. Healing 100 damage is quite a bit. Of course, the idea is you want to play like 2 of these, heal 200 damage from your Mavistiff, and then hopefully that fully heals it, right? I guess there's other ways you can heal it. I'm trying to think. Not, maybe not. But there are other ways, technically. Just can't think of anything off the top of my head. But you play a couple of these, you discard them, and then you play down the Arven's Greedent, and then you use Greedent to get the sandwiches back, and then you keep healing your Mavistiff over and over again. If only this card did more damage. If it did 200 damage for 1 energy, That would probably be a lot stronger. But then again, I mean, it's a decent card already with like Turo. I think really the best way to play this would honestly be via like Turo's scenario. You can like Turo the Mabostiff over and over again and heal it. That's probably the best way to play it. And you have Scoop Up Cyclone also in the format to maybe heal it over and over again. Kind of an underwhelming card though, unfortunately. Didn't look like the new Arven's cards or anything too crazy. Arven Sandwich could be good if we get a better Arven's card, because again, healing 100 damage is a lot of damage to heal. That is not a bad card. It's just healing the Mabostiff is like okay. It has synergy with Greedent, but Mabostiff is just a very underwhelming attacker. So hopefully we maybe get more Arven's card. I'm not too sure if we're going to get any more Arven's cards, though, unfortunately. But if we do, maybe the Arven Sandwich will be a lot better, because, again, that does a lot of damage to heal. But a little let down by the Arven's Mabostiff. Probably going to be the weakest trainer Pokemon we're going to be getting within the next set. Just looking at it, comparing it to Cynthia's Pokemon and the Ethan's Pokemon, even the Misty's Pokemon so far, it definitely feels like the Arven's engine is a little bit weaker. But if we get any more new Arven's cards, maybe this deck will be a lot stronger. We'll have to see on that one, because it could work. But again, we need more cards to make the deck stronger. But yeah, those are the new cards. Again, just kind of bits and pieces. Nothing too crazy got revealed. Even the Arven's Pokemon were kind of underwhelming. But the Pinsir is kind of cool. The Sudowoodo's not bad. And then, the Rotom, the Zeraora are kind of decent, and then we got to look at the Arven's Pokemon. And again, we'll see if anything else gets revealed. They get like a new stadium or like another Pokemon to go with it to make the deck a little bit stronger. We'll have to see on that one. But that'll be for me on these new card reveals. Let me know what you think of them down below. Are you impressed or underwhelmed by the Arven's cards? Let me know in the comment section below. Catch another video here very soon on the second channel. Probably the next video might actually be more new cards. We are getting potentially more new card reveals tomorrow night. So maybe stay tuned for more. There's going to be Team Rocket cards in this next set. So maybe the Team Rocket cards are going to get revealed tomorrow night. We'll have to see on that one. But yeah, catch you all later. Have a good day, and bye-bye.